of us South Africans, he was the soundtrack to our lives. Really, the first opposition to apartheid, they'll tell you that they were influenced by Rodriguez. And then we found out that he had committed suicide.
And what I thought was the end of story was actually just the beginning of another story.
There was nothing on the record to tell us who he was or where he was from. So we started looking quite deeply at the lyrics.
I met a girl in Dearborn.
We found him, we found him.
Sixto Rodriguez is alive and kicking.
I heard he did a little construction work.
Well, I do hard labor, right? I demolition, renovation of buildings.
Doing the work that no one else wanted to do. Rich in a lot of things, but perhaps not material things. So other people are rich.
I said, in South Africa, you are more popular than Elvis Presley.
Next day, he says, Emerson, I got to go on tour. I said, why is that, Rodriguez?
And it took a while. There was about 5 or 10 minutes of just people screaming at him.
Thanks for keeping me alive.
自由很奇特的，你经验过就会在你心中就会存在了。这个东西谁也拿不走。
谁啊？警察！
娘了个逼的，祖国！
我还认出你了，是你。
原来有流氓那一面，就是他知道怎么对付流氓。因为共产党就是流氓，绝对是流氓。
所以don't push, it's not happening.
Good evening. We have a lot of news to tell you about.
Giant media corporations decide what is news and what is not news.
It's to control people's ideas. It's to control their imagination.
Well, we basically supported the Bush policy.
The news we rely on is in the hands of commercial enterprises.
If it didn't appear in the New York Times, Fox News, CNN, it never happened.
בשנותיו של אברום, אחרי שנים שהמוסד היה הגורם המודיעיני המוביל, השב"כ הופך להיות גורם מוביל.
נחקרו בשירות הביטחון עשרות אלפים, אם לא עברנו כבר את המאות.
במלחמה בטרור, שכח את המוסר. בפצצה של טונה, שכח את המוסר.
That the PLO officially announced that it had abandoned terror and violence and recognized Israel's right to exist in peace and security.
לא מגיעים, לא מייצרים שלום בשיטות צבאיות.
40 million infected people is a plague!
This government has the resources to deal with the AIDS epidemic, and they won't do it unless we force them.
Someday, there will be a people alive on this earth who will hear the story that once there was a terrible disease and that a brave group of people stood up and fought, and in some cases died, so that others might live and be free.
في مرة اجى مهندس إسرائيلي يعمل كاسات عشان يبنوا جدار فاصل وسط أرضنا. لما أصور الكاميرا بتعطيني إحساس بإني محمي، بس هذه أوهام.
רגע התחיל המאבק על קיומה של ישראל.
ידי הצבא לצורך אזרחי ולא צבאי. מעשה כזה הוא הפרה בוטה של הדין הבינלאומי. בג"ץ מורה למפקד הצבאי לפנות את היישוב אלון מורה ולהשיב את הקרקע לבעליה החוקיים. כיום חיים בשטחים שנכבשו ב-1967 500,000 אזרחים ישראלים.
I was never intending to go to the AIDS orphanage. That was never my plan. I didn't really like kids, to be honest with you. Being there, seeing that they're in despair and they're hopeless and you're like, man, they're kids.
What's your name?
Surya.
I can't take any of them out of that situation, but I can put myself into it.
There's like a sense of madness that comes with loving things that can come and go.
You know, the children have invested their trust. That's the only thing they can give is their trust and their love. To just leave, I think would be incredibly selfish.